Yo YouTube, what's going on? You already know who it is, your boy Cray, and in today's video I am finally letting you guys in on my custom settings, okay? Controller settings, video settings, all that stuff. Now I will say nothing is really too interesting. I'll preface this whole video by saying that, but I think there's a method to my madness. Okay, so if you end up enjoying this video, do all the beautiful stuff as I always ask in every video. And without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right into things. This shouldn't be a long video as long as I don't go on any rambles, so I will let you guys know that in advance. Anywho, let's dive in. All right, my display settings, everything very basic, nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying? Brightness 50, no motion blur. If you play with motion blur on, you are just insane. Like, oh my gosh, I get a headache just thinking about it, okay? Same thing with the ADS blur. Turn both of those settings off, okay? I don't know if you can on console. No idea. I know in some games like Call of Duty, you can't turn it off on console. Ooh, I'm sorry. But I know on PC, you definitely can, okay? And I'm going to preface this by saying I'm on PC. I mean, I think it's kind of obvious with all the graphics settings, right? I play everything on Ultra because, I mean, why not, you know? View distance, shadows, anti-aliasing, almost messed that word up, textures, visual effects, post-processing, foliage, all that stuff on Ultra, and I lock at like 150 frames. You know, I don't dip at all. So let you guys know that, and I'm rocking a 2060, an RTX 2060 in here, and a Ryzen 7 3700, I believe, in my gaming PC. So just to kind of let you guys know, this game does not or is not difficult to run. Okay, it's not too difficult to run. Now I will say if you have a lower end PC or like a budget build PC, no worries, there's no discretion. No, there's no, what's the word, I just blanked. There's no, look, I'm not looking down upon you, okay? Let's put it like that. I'm not looking down upon you at all. View distances at Ultra, that has to happen. That has to happen. Everything else can pretty much be lower off, I believe. Texture, shadows, anti-aliasing. But I would say the biggest thing would be view distance. So you can spot people afar, especially if you're rocking out with Fixer or you're rocking out with Phantom. Okay, moving on here. Audio, master volume 75% because my ears are delicate. Okay, they're delicate. I'm rocking the Astro AO3s. My wife just got me these for Christmas. Shout out to my wife, real quick plug right there. And everything just get loud, okay? Voice chat volume 85% because y'all people be loud. Okay, 3D headphones, be totally honest with you, don't really know what these do. The settings seem cool and it's like, why not have it? Okay, controls, this is the meat and the potatoes of this video. Okay, don't worry about mouse sensitivity. I play around with keyboard and mouse here and there. We're talking about that controller sense. Okay, first and foremost, gotta have auto sprint on. Hold the sprint, nah, we don't need that here. Hold to crouch, this is preferable. Okay, if you're a controller player, I will say no need to have this on. It can be very difficult to hold down on R3 or circle, which are typically everybody's crouch binds, I believe, R3 or circle, or if you're an Xbox controller player, B, you know, typically that is people's crouch. And in this game, tactical shooter, you kind of got to hold crouches. And let's be honest, if you just holding C or holding R3, your thumb is gonna go numb. Or if you got paddles on the back of your controller or buttons, whatever finger is holding down that circle button or whatever's mapped to circle or whatever your crouch is, the finger's gonna cramp up, okay? Don't hold the crouch. Don't. This game is not necessary. Maybe in the Apex Legends, yes, but this, nah, don't do it, okay? Now, controller, horizontal and vertical sense, 6.5, okay? This gives me the opportunity to be able to still turn around and react to people and also have an accurate hip fire, okay? I tried to play on like 8, but my hip fire got really wonky, and with me running SMG characters like Vi or Ronin, I gotta have that hip fire because, I mean, that's how I play. You guys see my gameplay. I get to the nitty gritty, okay? So 6.5 is kind of perfect for me, okay? My ADS sense, 52. Okay, now this is a little bit high in comparison to what I've heard. I've heard people rock 35, I heard people rock 40, but I rock 52 because I don't like a big discrepancy from my hip fire to my ADS. Okay, so let me show you guys real quick. I do not like a big discrepancy. So you see this, right? 6.5 horizontal. When I ADS, of course there's aim assist, but in a no aim assist area, see how there isn't that much of a difference? So there's that. And then there's that. My ADS speed is probably 80% of my hip fire speed. This allows me to ingrain a nice motor pattern, so I have a feel for how fast my character turns and turns around. So like, you know, if I'm spraying and I need to go into an ADS or something, because for one reason or another, I don't really know. But if I need to go into an ADS, I have no problem doing that. You see what I'm saying? And things don't feel too different. They don't feel too different at all. Okay, so I like a high ADS sense in that regard. Okay, jumping back in these settings. So 6.5, 52, 52, dead zones. These are probably the most important things when it comes to my controller settings. Okay, the left stick dead zone, to be honest, I believe it's by default 0.2. You don't need to change it. I change it for a specific reason. I'll tell you here shortly. The right stick dead zone is at 0.06. Okay, now if you have an older controller, you might need to increase this a little bit more. Okay, you might need to rock like 0.1 or 0.12 or something, but my controller is relatively new, so I can rock 0.06 and I don't get any stick drift whatsoever. Okay, I just like this because it kind of mimics more of that mouse movement. Okay, I have so much more freedom with my analog stick to adjust shots. Like, you know, sometimes aim assist can get goofy, and if I start shooting right here, it's very easy for me to just aim right to his head. You see, I can make those small adjustments. Oh my gosh, aim assist, hashtag aimbot, right? No, I'm just kidding. But like literally, I can be shooting here and I can make a small adjustment and lock right onto somebody's head. Okay, that's why I rock that dead zone. Now, the reason why I have my left stick dead zone so low is because I have auto sprint on. Okay, so with auto sprint on, people can hear your footsteps. You sound like a freaking grizzly bear running if you have good headphones, right? That's what you sound like to the opposing team. So I have a low left stick dead zone because it gives me the opportunity to crouch walk or to still kind of walk, right? This is a lot quieter than if I push my stick all the way up and start sprinting. So I still get that walking mechanic without needing to have click to sprint on. You see what I'm saying? That's why I rock such a low left stick dead zone. Again, it doesn't need to be that low. I'm just, for lack of better terms, I have a little bit of a setting OCD. So I feel like everything needs to be equivalent across the board. You know, some people might do 6.5, 5.5 or something like that. Nah, I need it to be equal across the board. It's my own personal OCD, okay? Another important setting, no acceleration boost, okay? None. All this does is mess up your hip fire ability, okay? So I'll show you guys, for example. Let me put the boost on 50%. I'm gonna be dramatic here. And the multiplier, gosh, I can't read tonight. The multiplier on 1.3 or something, okay? Let's save that. So now as I begin to turn, there's a ramp up speed. Okay, so when I start turning, you see, I kind of keep my regular sensitivity, but once I reach max speed, it gets faster. It gets faster, okay? That's not what we want, because if somebody's behind you shooting, you want to keep the same turnaround speed so you have familiarity with it. And of course, you can lock onto them boys and you can clap them, right? Now imagine somebody shooting me from behind and I turn, and then I kick up that ramp up speed right here. I might overshoot, I might overturn. Now it's gonna take me another second or two to get back to that target. Too late, I'm dead. You guys know how fast you die in this game. Come on. So we don't want that to happen. That acceleration boost, nah, it's gotta go, okay? So let's really make sure that's off. Hold on, let me turn this off again real quick. Do not want that on whatsoever. Again, you guys will thank me for turning that off. Is it off? All right, yeah, we thugging. Cool. Any other settings? Oh, the horizontal and vertical scope sense. 45. Again, not as fast as my ADS sense because I do need precision when it comes to sniping. I mean, you guys have seen my fixer gameplays, a couple Phantom gameplays here and there, and sniping for me, not too bad. I ain't the best by any means, but I can hit those, okay? Again, 45 might be a little bit faster than somebody is used to, but again, I like the ability to literally barrel roll, messed that up. Barrel roll, turn around, be able to hit a snipe, and be good to go, right? Or be able to adjust quick if somebody's there and I ADS here, I can make a quick adjustment, snipe them, good night, see you later, drive home safely, okay? All right, let's see what other settings I have here. Is that everything for controller? Okay, invert y-axis off, come on, that's a given. Vibration off, given. Reload interact button, I just press for both because it gives me the opportunity to reload, or it gives me the opportunity to swap guns if need be real quick. No gyroscope mode on, nah, leave that stuff off. Don't mess with none of that stuff, okay? Don't mess with none of that stuff. On. Oh, aim assist. Yeah. Maybe that gives me more aim assist. I don't know. Okay. Moving on here. Let's talk about my bindings. Okay. Now, my bindings are a little bit different. Okay. I will let you guys know I have 4 buttons on the back of my controller. Yes, I went ahead and I turned this regular DualShock 4 into a Pro controller, for lack of better terms. Okay. Bought this kit off of Amazon, took the shell off, wired the stuff up. Got 4 buttons on the back. Beautiful, right? Okay, so let's keep that in mind. You know, all this stuff is the same. The ping, the shop, spray wheel, movement is all the same. Here, let me use my mouse. What am I doing? I'm using my controller. Like, come on, man, keyboard and mouse. So sprint, bound to whatever. It's bound to my free key because it has to be bound. Don't care because I have auto sprint on, okay? Crouch is B or circle on the PlayStation 4 controller, and that is my back bottom left button, okay? Dodge roll is on L3, okay? And there's a reason for it being on L3, so keep that in mind, okay? I aim and fire with LB and RB, or L1 and R1, because the actuators for L1 and R1 are a lot shorter than the actuators for L2 and R2, right? On a standard controller, you should be using L1, R1. Doesn't matter what shooter you play, thank me later, okay? Thank me later. To interact, X or square. Gadget is LT or L2. Toggle shoulder is RT or R2. Ability, you know, L2 and R2, or LT and right T, or RT. Whatever, I'm getting myself confused. Swap gadgets, just click L3 and R3 and we go ahead and swap up. Swap to the melee weapon, you know, go ahead, smack that Y. To the bomb, double tap Y, or of course triangle. Next weapon, Y, and then my melee button is R3, okay? Now let me show you guys why I dodge roll with the left stick. It is so easy. Now my sense kind of feels goofy since I was messing with that Excel boost. Okay, it's so easy for me to shoot and roll, right? So typically whenever I have multi-kills, or whenever I'm in a position where I line these guys up, right, and I know I'm about to get a multi-kill, it gives me the opportunity to easily direct where I need to roll without necessarily changing the camera angle, okay? So like, for example, I shoot, I move my left stick to the right, and I just click it. Very easy, right? Or like if I came around the corner and I seen this Dallas, and I'm like, oh shoot, it's very easy for me to barrel roll back just like that by clicking L3 and pulling back on the left stick, you know? It's very easy for me to just boop and turn my right stick at the same time and get back behind this cover. It allows me to be a lot more agile, okay? And I know you can do this thing with, you know, using circle. I think that's the default dodge roll, circle or B on an Xbox controller. But I just feel like it's a lot easier using L3 and just simply guiding that left stick to wherever you need to go. So much easier to do that, okay? And again, shorter actuators here, it's so easy for me to click L1. You see how quick that reacts? Reacts so fast. Reacts so fast. I mean, come on now. If you got good reaction time, L1 and R1 will be your bread and butter, okay?
Suffer and break.
It will be your bread and butter. Trust and believe. Is there anything else I'm rocking that's kind of weird? R3 on the melee. That's pretty normal for most games. I don't think anything else with my binds are really amazing or really like far out there. I don't think so. Let me double check. Oh, nope, binds are good. Gameplay stuff. Oh, this is the most important thing ever, okay? If you're on PC, you gotta have your FPS on, because as a PC elitist, you need to see your frames at all times. You just do, you know, right there in the upper left-hand corner, right up there, wait, right up there. Gosh, I can't point. Boom, gotta have those frames, okay? Because if your frames aren't showing, are you really PC gaming, man? No, you're not. So make sure them frames are showing. And ladies and gentlemen, those are my controller settings. So what are you guys' controller settings? I would love to hear down in the comments below. Do you think this video was helpful? Are you guys going to try out some of these binds? Are you guys not? Again, drop it all down in the comments below. It's been your boy Cray. I'm signing off. I love you guys so much. Thank you for getting me to 1,800 subs before 2021. Y'all the best. Y'all allowed me to crush my goal. Love you guys, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Until then, we are